Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Here is a picture that James Gunn put out on his Instagram, probably an inspiration for his Suicide Squad film. Oh, who am I kidding? Who cares about that right now? Today it's all about one thing and one thing alone, and that is DARKSEID. DARKSEID has been kind of revealed, but this is really big. I promise you, this is incredible. This is a big step in this movement, and it's all thanks to the film Exiles. The film Exiles dug really deep. They went into enemy territory to extract some incredible information from this movie, from Justice League, the Snyder Cut. Now, this is on the Exiles Network. I'm going to link the news, the article in the description below, and they're going to go back a little bit in time. A little bit in time. Now, remember that time where Kevin Smith was on his video podcast, and they were talking about Justice League, talking about what the Snyder Cut could be, right? This was in 2017 sometime, November 2017. And then there's this lady in the audience who said she had been to the early test screenings and had witnessed firsthand, lucky her, firsthand of DARKSEID, and it's mostly done, like mostly DARKSEID, mostly there, and that was the version she prefers over the theatrical version, right? And so Kevin Smith knew about DARKSEID then, and the whole world, well, most of the whole world knew about DARKSEID then. Then a little bit later, Fiona Zhang on the Snyder Cut actually released a storyboard that was from Zack Snyder's film, and what looks to be DARKSEID run into upper panels. And we've seen this before. We've talked about this before. It's from the nightmare sequence. They even talk about this in the Kevin Smith video that preceded this release. So we know that could be that can be confirmed. That scene is also in the trailer. You see something explode in the blue light and expands out over the city, what we think is the ending. So we see that as well. And also on Vero, a gentleman by name of Adam asked Zack Snyder, did you shoot all these storyboard scenes you've been posting? Zack Snyder says, I shoot what I draw. And it's the same thing that he's been saying at the panels. Even the editor in the Batman v Superman panel at the Art Center, at the SnyderCon, if you will, he did say that Zack Snyder storyboards everything. Even before script, that storyboard is the movie. Don't worry about the script, the storyboard is the movie, and he shoots what he draws. He has the storyboard all laid out, and all the editor has to do is grab what Zack Snyder shoots and just plop them into the timeline, because that's what the movie is. Zack Snyder is such a visionary, he's able to do that. And even Jay Oliva also confirmed that he does that. He said it on Twitter as well, that Zack Snyder storyboarded everything. He shoots what he draws. This is a fact already, right? And so if he shoots what he draws, doesn't that mean he shot DARKSEID in some form or the other? And how is he able to shoot DARKSEID? Wouldn't he need a person? Wouldn't that person, is it just a CG character? Is it something that is work in progress and they never had it? We've all thought about this, but the film Exiles can confirm now from a source close to the production that not only was DARKSEID in Justice League, like we knew, like of course we knew because we saw the panel, but that he was performed by none other than a person named Ray Porter. Ray Porter. Now you're thinking, who the heck is Ray Porter? I've never heard of Ray Porter before. Well, he is an actor. He has acted in some things in a TV series from Modern Family. The Kids Are Right. You can go check him up on imdb.com. He's also acted in Argo, Almost Famous. He's also a voice actor in like video games and such. And so he is definitely in the business, not in the big business, but in the business. And that is something that Zack Snyder has always done. Remember, in the panel, Zack and Deborah had says that so sometimes the studios will want to tell them to cast a certain actor and actress, and they're pushing against them, and they say no, they're not going to do that. They're going to cast who they want to cast, and they tend to cast pretty unknowns, especially when you look at Justice League. Ray Fisher, relatively unknown. Ezra Miller, relatively unknown. Gal Gadot, relatively unknown. All these people were cast in big, gigantic roles for his movie. So you gotta see that it's quite possible that this Ray Porter, was cast as a Darkseid. And Twitter today has been completely nuts. Has been completely crazy when we get to tag Ray Porter himself, and he actually likes some of the posting. He comments on some of the postings. He's in a way confirming it by saying this, just over here, honoring the NDA. Honoring the NDA, okay? So right then gives that away, that there is an NDA for him to not be able to confirm anything that he's Darkseid or not. But because there's an NDA, that means he is involved in some form of way, and it most likely that he is in fact Darkseid. Because if he wasn't Darkseid, there would be no NDA, and he could say, yeah, I'm not Darkseid, guys. What are you guys doing? But because there's an NDA and he's liking a lot of posts that we're saying Ray Porter is our Darkseid, that hashtag is going strong, completely strong. I think it's a good field reason that he is indeed Darkseid. In fact, his friend or fellow actress named by Kim Rhodes actually said this in response to his NDA tweet, saying that I didn't sign anything. Hashtag Ray Porter is our Darkseid, meaning she also probably knew that he was Darkseid. Who's Kim Rhodes? She's an actress. Recently, when I looked at her, I knew she looked familiar, and that's because she was Sheriff Jody Mills from Supernatural, one of my favorite TV series, and she's also starred in a lot of movies and TV shows. Well, actually, mostly TV shows, some TV movies and stuff, but you can check her out on IMDb as well. She's also verified on Twitter. So there is another little bit of evidence that Ray Porter is definitely Darkseid. He even tweets out again saying, I signed an agreement. I must honor it. This has been a day of days because of you, of us fans. I am very grateful and humbled by the things I have read. I am unable to confirm anything, but my immense gratitude. So definitely this is something that is most likely a confirmation, and I'm totally glad that he's been responding. And not only him, some of these posts has reached Vero, and who none other than the director of Justice League himself, not Whedon, but Snyder. Zack Snyder has also pretty much liked those comments, liked these posts about Ray Porter is our Darkseid, hereby probably confirming it as well that Ray Porter is our Darkseid. And it's such a sad thing to see that someone is part of a thing and not being respected, not even being acknowledged that he had a role in the movie. What a thing to cut out. I mean, I cannot fathom. This is an incredibly distasteful thing that they have done. I mean, look at this picture here, and you've seen this in the thumbnail. This is created by the incredible artist, the incredibly talented Ramesh De Silva. What a wonderful guy. Please go and follow at Ramesh De Silva. He is an incredible artist. Someone get this guy a job in Hollywood. This is fantastic, and it just gives you a little taste of what could have been. Seeing Darkseid on a throne, seeing Darkseid stand up there with the Justice League members facing off towards against him. What an incredible shot that would have been, and it would have been an incredible ending to an incredible film. It would have been way more better if the whole arc was played out. But right now, we'll take the Snyder Cut, because this is the most acknowledged, the most form that Zack Snyder most complete form that he has done, that he approves. This is the most complete form that Zack Snyder, an artist, has approved of this art. There may have been a lot of compromises from what he thought to then, but this thing is different from the movie that we got in the theaters. This is 214 minutes of glorious footage, okay? We've seen only 2 minutes of it in the trailers, and we may have seen spots here and there edited to a pulp in the theatrical movie, but it's barely anything. It's barely anything. I mean, think about it. 3 hours? 3 hours of goodness right there, sitting somewhere in someone's digital library, eager to be worked on, to be revamped, to be finished to its final form, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut. This is what we want. This represents everything, and I'm getting all preachy again, but this is something that I feel dearly that Warner Brothers, somebody over there, Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, Warner Media Group, someone over there, Toby Emmerich, John Stankey, Walter Amada, I don't know who. Okay, you guys got to release this thing. You guys got to respect your actors and actresses, your cast and crew, the creators, the director, the people who made this happen, to put this art out. You got to they put all their heart and effort, 2 years, and many years, maybe more than 2 years of this coming out, pushing it out, and you're going to hold that back? What does that say for future creators that you are trying to educate and say, come into Hollywood and work for us? Why? Why should they work for you if you're just going to butcher it to death, right? Why? Why should they work for you? Show them why. Show them why. Display that love for the creators that you so say you do. You call yourself a director-driven studio, then my God, release the Snyder Cut. Show us that token of faith that you are a director-driven studio. This is your moment. This is your chance. And if you continue to hide, you really can't hide. The bell cannot be unrung. Just like this post that Zack Snyder had put up, the bell can't be unrung. He has shown us Darkseid. Now we know who portrayed him. Now we know who he is. The truth is going to set you free, and it's already setting you free. It's setting you to the point that you don't really have a choice here. We're going to continue coming out. We know the truth. We know what happened. We know what you have. We know what power you have in order to release this Snyder Cut. And we're going to continue to keep fighting for it. So once again, on April 22nd, on Easter Monday, this is a suggestion from Barry. He has made a video telling Warner Brothers his name, where he's from, and pleading to release the Snyder Cut. We can all have that power. We can all lend our voice, our face, and show them who we are. Don't be afraid. Show them that we are actual people, not words, not pictures, not some Twitter handle, if you will. We are actual people. We're actual people in the audience, the fans, people who are willing to put out money, to put out our views, to watch this Snyder Cut, and to say that, and to be trustful of you once again, to put our trust within your films once again. And we're going to continue fighting for it. We're going to continue asking until you release the Snyder Cut. It's not going to stop. It's never going to stop. The bell cannot be unrung. We are here. We are coming until you do the right thing. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to follow at RT Snyder Cut. Let's get this Snyder Cut released.